Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for round two. Take your seats. We're getting ready for a roast. Thank you for coming back. Was it? Did they lock you in? Yeah. You're not going nowhere. Did you have a nice break? Yeah. Good. 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 Did you have a nice break? Yeah. Yeah. Was it nicer than the last roast? Yeah. Okay. Cool. Lucky now that was different. Normally they're really good. I don't know what happened. We're gonna have someone do a 10-minute. He's a very, very funny guy. I think he's not gonna sing or anything. So, well, I don't know of. Anyone want to hear some singing? No. Fun singing. No. It was a stupid film. It was a stupid film, wasn't it? It was. It was. How long did she spend with her husband?
They could have both got on the door.
They could have, yeah. But when she died, she'd been with her husband for a good few years, but when she died, all she thought about was when she fucked a homeless man on a boat.
Exactly.
It's a rubbish film.
Celine Dion's dead.
No. Oh, and then the Titanic. Oh, she's going to start throwing fists in a minute. Right.
It's slapping up the Titanic.
Is he still talking about that? He don't shut up, does he?
What's that?
Where's he going? Shut up! Right, let's get some clapping going. There we go. Let's get him on. Let's get him on!
Good. Can you hear me all right? Hey. That's unlucky for you. Oh shit, it's gone black and flopping. I haven't started yet. My name's AJ. I first started at the Attic doing my open mic nights here, and I fucking hate comedy because it scares the shit out of me. And Paul's booked me for tonight, and there was at one point I just got really nervous and got nearly pulled out. Which is ironically the same way as I said to the wife when she called me Shaggy the cat. Yeah. It turns out duct tape's not just for ducks. Yeah. I've got a newfound respect for the bloke who discovered Gorilla Glue. Yeah, strong. But yeah, duct tape's pretty fucking versatile really. It can fix almost anything. It can't fix stupid, but it can make it a hell of a lot fucking quieter. So I didn't press go on the watch. Wanker. I'm 40. Thank you, Emma. Thank you. 43. We chat at the bar. She wondered why I'm so tall for 43, but I don't know why that is. It's just I'm quite tall for my height. Let's just put it that way. I am married and a father, a lovely wife. When I realised that it was time for me to pop the question and get married, and I said to my wife, I think of you like an American school. She was like, what? I said, I'd love to shoot some kids inside of you. Too hard. Do you think my fucking jokes are bad? You should see some of my life choices. I used to be madly into having fun, as we had a chat at the bar, extracurricular fun. Basically, I went through a period in my life where I had, there's no bones about it, substance abuse. I was doing more uppers than probably a weekend at Thorpe Park with all the screams and all the fun, but to counteract it, I was probably doing more downers than when Jimmy Savile used to drive the Sunshine Bus. True story. I don't know why I keep moving this about. It's like C3PO. Where's he gone? I was asked if I could do some dark stuff tonight. Should we go a little bit darker? Because seeing as we're doing a roast and there's a bit of a free fucking vibe, should we go for a little bit darker? Yeah, so yeah, I met this really nice girl behind Tesco's the other day. She was homeless, and I felt sorry for her, but being the kind of eco-hippie guy that I am, she was rough around the edges. I took her home, got her in the bath, and as things lead one to another, it's turned a bit steamy, a bit passionate, and we ended up having wild, rampant sex. Yeah, and I was shagging her really hard, and with the noises she was making, you would have thought she was still alive. You asked to go harder. You asked to go harder. I used to tell dad jokes a lot, but he's dead now, so I can't do that anymore. I've got ADHD, recently been diagnosed as having adult ADHD, which is it's kind of like the new vegan being neurodivergent, isn't it? Everyone's fucking neurodivergent nowadays, but people call it neurospicy. I'm not fucking top of knick-knack, do you know what I mean? It just sounds like a bag of crisps. I'll have some extra large man-sized neurospicy, please. But yeah, kind of being like the new vegan. My wife is genuinely vegan, and I found out something the other day about vegans I didn't know, but if you cut a vegan's head off, for at least 10 minutes they'll still tell you they're fucking vegan. Yeah, and having ADHD, I lie in bed and think at night, and you try and write comedy, and I always have my inspiration at night time. And I was just lying there thinking, the Transformers, technically the people that perform surgery on the transgenders, the Transformers. But again, two of my favourite games as a kid were Guess Who and Operation. Ironic. Yeah, they were made by a company called Hasbro, but they should probably rename it to Wasbro. Yeah. So with the Guess Who, it'd be just like, we're in a bit of a minefield at times. It'd be like, do they have glasses? Yeah. Do they have a beard? Yeah. Is it Lucy? Yeah, going back to the cat, it's my cat genuinely did die. We're going to fire one off her in that direction. Yeah, it was the cat did die. Just general. It wasn't my fault. It genuinely wasn't my fault. The duct tape was a success. But yeah, I'm kind of an eco-hippie kind of guy. I just wanted to make sure that I could reuse and repurpose as much as I possibly can. So yeah, I ended up turning her into a novelty golf club cover, which was quite sweet. And yeah, first round I ever played was for a charity game for people with premature ejaculation, and I won. I came first, just by 2 strokes. I've got a few minutes left. Let's punch on through that. Oh, my wife called me a sex machine the other day. Well, she actually called me a fucking tool, but I know what she meant. I really knew what she meant, yeah. But since having one child, I have a boy who's 8. He's fucking awesome. And we decided to just call it a day, really, with that, because you can't be better than the best and just get one kid. It's fucking plenty. There's enough people on the planet already. So I went for the old snip. Nice and personal, don't laugh. Yeah. Room died now and then. So I went for a snip for actually had a vasectomy during COVID times. But it was a bit of an awkward one because everyone had to wear masks. So I've gone in and walked into it was out at Fordham Bridge, and it was really awkward. And the only way I can explain it, I don't know if there's anyone in the room who's had one or was thinking about having one. Don't let me put you off by this little story. Ish. Yeah, basically I walked in to the receptions, checked in, came out, they basically sat in the waiting room wearing a mask, eyes like a fucking ninja, just like Jesus fucking, I don't know what's going on. It's going to be scary. Went in, and there's 2 ways of doing it. You can either have a quick burn, smells like bacon apparently, if you like bacon, not vegans. And then you can have your tubes tied, so I went and had my tubes tied. So, as they were pulling the tubes out of me, which was kind of, this is fine, yeah, we use this. It was like this. It was like some fucking clown pulling fucking cloths out of his sleeve. I thought the bloke was tying his shoelaces halfway through. He's pulling it out, and as I looked down at the wrong time, and he's pulled it out, and it was like you test spaghetti when you take it out of the saucepan just to see if it's right. and they cut through the tubes, and I wasn't numb at all in any way, shape or form. I screamed my fucking head off. Finally got through the operation, got through the procedure, and I walked out like this, legs akimbo like John Wayne. And there's a dude sat in the waiting room wearing a mask, and his eyes are all as wide as pies. And I looked at him, and this is the only thing that I regret about this whole genuine situation is I didn't get to see the result after what I'd said to this chap. But I'm walking out like this, and he's like, "You're right," and I went, "Yeah, I'd get the nurse to stick her fingers up your ass if I were you. He's got fingers like a gorilla." But yeah, genuinely didn't get to see that one play through. That was a bit of a shame. So yeah, I think that'll probably do for me tonight. My name is AJ Mann. Please enjoy the rest of your night. Some awesome acts come up. Thank you very much. Good night.
You forgot his beard! AJ Mann! I had the sniff as well. I did. I had the burning one. You'd never want to smell what burning testicles is like.
The funny one?
The burning one, yeah.
What's the funny one?
Where they burn it.
What?
Yeah, they burn your testicles. Yeah. I went in a, I don't want to take away from his little story.
No, go for it.
I went in the room, and what they do is there's like a little metal plate, and it's on this bed, on a gurney, and you have to pull your pants down and then lay on this gurney. And he comes in and he jabs you in the nutsack with an injection. And he says, we're going to get a couple of minutes, it'll fucking go numb. And then he started cutting, and he said, "Ooh." He goes, "Well, what does that feel like?" I said, "It feels like someone cutting my nuts." And he goes, "All right, we'll give you another one." So here's another one. And then a couple of minutes later, all you can smell is testicle. And yeah.
Oh, don't.
Yeah. Yankee Candle will bring that scent, so you're alright. You'll get it. You'll get it. You'll get it. The worst of it is you have to do like 3 deposits afterwards. You have to wank into a cup. You know. And if you've got any swimmers in the first one, you have to do another one so many weeks and then afterwards. And then if there's still swimmers in the second one, you have to go into the hospital and jack off in the hospital. And I went to Portsmouth Hospital while they were doing the refurb. So I had like a curtain instead of a door, and there were builders on the other side. Yeah, so when you're whacking that sloppy spaghetti, it's not fun. And the porn they have is shit. It's like Channel 5 is more hardcore. It's just, but yeah, it was a fun experience. Yeah, I got an infection as well. Yeah, I did. My testicle grew to the size of an orange. Anyway, let's carry on with the rest. This is a complete self-plug here. I am actually doing Shaftesbury Fringe. And I talk about that during my show. So, yeah, go on Shaftesbury Fringe, Shaftesbury Fringe, and have a look up. Yeah, I'm on there. I'm with the amazing Catherine Vine. She's just won Comedian of the Year, Dorset Comedian of the Year. Anyway, let's get on with Rust. The next two are probably some of my favourite, because they're so brutal, they're so funny. I can see them pacing now, like 2 fucking bulls ready to... You please don't let me down. Don't be shit. Please be good. So let's start clapping. And let's get on. So sorry about the Hello? You good?
Proper parents support that.
Oh, right.
Just looking at us going, don't be shit.
Yeah, please don't be shit.
Let us down.
Yeah. Yeah.
Let's have it.
So, do you find it easy to get shit about? Yeah. Do you find it easy to get shit about?
Nah, it was good. He was very friendly with the facts.
Was he?
Yeah.
Was he a little bit too friendly? Yeah.
Yeah.
I have heard that about.
We know a lot about each other.
He likes to call people really early in the morning.
Yeah.
and breathe heavy.
Thought I was special.
Yeah. Let's roast.
Yeah, to be honest, going off what Paul just said, I kind of want a bit of a disclaimer. Normally when people do roast battles, I kind of hate it when they just call people a nonce. I think it's a bit lazy and you should actually keep it very personal about the person. But then I saw a picture of him. So I don't really have a choice. Fortunately. You would think looking at him, you know, based on the glasses, the plain face and the usual sweater, that's what makes him a massive pedo. But no, it's actually the fact he used to do ring announcing in wrestling. But it's no surprise really, he does look like the sort of guy that enjoys spending his weekends welcoming multiple latex wearing men to come inside his ring.
Funny because it's true. At first glance, it looks like Callum has all the traits of a cliched comedian, doesn't it? He's given up the booze, he's not married, and a bit of a loser, obviously. But no, it turns out his late father was Scottish. So in saving himself a lot of money buying alcohol, a fortune on a wedding, and a fortune on a subsequent divorce, he's been so tight his father would be really proud.
My dad actually died when I was a kid, so I can only assume that his children are very jealous of my situation. Despite looking like a boring, fun sponge and wet wipe, I was surprised when he told me he'd actually been done for a few minor offences, but then I soon realised he actually meant offences with minor. He's also pretty old, and he told me therefore he needs regular checks. But what he failed to mention that he's a court ordered and not for his heart, but actually his hard drive.
In the information that Callum gave me, he said he was a big fan of stains. I thought, well, that figures because wankers often grow to love their jizz-stained bed sheets and pants. Apparently. But then later on in his information, he said he has long suffered from dyslexia. So I worked out that he meant he loved saints. I say his information said dyslexia, it actually said dyslogia, but I took an educated guess of what he meant.
John lives in Bournemouth, but he told me he comes from rugby. Must be the men in tight shorts that they're called. I believe they call him a trisexual. But surprisingly, he is married, and even more shockingly, to a woman. They even have 2 kids, which means we can confirm his missus has cheated at least twice. An 11-year-old boy and a 14-year-old daughter. So looking at him, I'm assuming the only thing they have in common right now is penis size, facial hair, and physical strength.
Ask Callum about comedy competitions, and he's always entering, and he's always got a semi on. Even in Thailand, where he went recently, in a massage parlour with a lady boy, he also entered her with a semi on too.
John has an incredibly punchable face. He looks like the sort of cunt that puts on 2 Johnnies for a wank over health and safety regulations. And then drinks a glass of sparkling water while on his way to his meeting as the head of the Neighbourhood No Ball Games Committee. The sort of cunt that would apply for planning permission for a Lego house.
Callum's dad died when he was 7, but it's okay now. As a local comedy promoter and compere, I won't name him, so let's just call him Gosport Greg. Has often publicly stated that he would very much love to shag Callum's mum. This is great news for Callum, as he now gets that much missed father figure in his life, as well as even more chances to try comedy in dodgy Hampshire pubs.
Speaking on believing in a father that doesn't exist, John is actually a Christian. Which is baffling. If God made me look that much of a nonce, I probably would have opted for a more suicidal religion. So naturally, as an adult, stand-up appealed to him as he spent so much of his childhood on 2 knees for the vicar. He'd often fight other church children in a spot to be the vicar's number 1 and was actually crowned church champion in a 6th sport they called white-collar coxing.
Callum told me that he finds performing on the South Coast comedy circuit is a bit like his sex life, in that every now and then he gets invited to fill a slot. It's often in a dark attic or in a basement. He hears the occasional groan, very few giggles, there's often a few people watching, and if he does well, he might get a tenner for his efforts.
I think so.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Let's go to the judges. Let's go to Emma first. Let's go to Emma.
Callum.
No, okay. Okay.
Okay, well, yeah. That was great. I mean, I really love some of the stuff. Callum, I really like the Lego permission to build a Lego house. I thought it was really appropriate because I think John looks like he lives in a Lego house. John, I really liked your £10 for his efforts filling slots joke. But I think Callum won it for me with the 2 condom wank for health and safety regulations.
Before I start off, can I just congratulate Callum because he's going to be a father soon.
Dude, right.
You haven't filled me with joy, so.
Fucking hell, man.
I mean, it's not really surprising that he's always got sex on his mind. 'Cause he's actually got ginger pubes on his head. That deserved that.
Stick to judging now, I think.
Yeah, Callum by landslide.
Yeah.
I enjoyed all your jokes though, John. Great effort.
Just not good enough. Yeah.
Cheers.
Let's give it up. Let's give it up. Wow. Cheers, man. Oh, it's gonna be Danny. Poor you. Poor you. You'll learn. Anyway, let's get on next roast on. Let's go for the next 2 guys. I've seen one of these before. He's alright. I've not seen the other one. So it should be a good one. Yeah. Let's Mark Taylor and Chris Cook. How are you after Liam tore you a new hole in his sock?
Well, I'm a little disappointed, really. I was getting ready to be named in the wheel, and then he just went in hard on the insults. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
It's not nice, was it?
No, I'll probably just cry myself to sleep later, but no guilt, Liam.
Everyone pretend it's pantomime and go,
Yeah.
I know that was fake, but
It's still hard, isn't it? It's still
needed
got,
it.
it's still got me. Still got me. So did you find it quite easy to write jokes about Mark?
No, he's incredibly bland.
Yeah. I'm going
It doesn't give you much to work with. On one level, he's a blank canvas, but you can't polish a turd.
Wow. According to Mythbusters, you can. Anyway, let's roast.
Woo! You go first, sir.
Okay, go on. I tried to work out who Chris reminded me of. At first, I thought Ed Sheeran's got fat and dyed his hair. Or maybe Greg Davies, if he was much less funny and much more fat. And then it came to me. I realised you look like Macaulay Culkin if he'd have spent his entire life after Home Alone eating Burger King rather than smoking crack.
Or Boris Johnson if he was more addicted to cake than adultery.
Very good, yeah.
That's a tough one. That is.
Is it me?
It is you.
Thank you, mate. Mark's one of those wankers that does Tough Mudder. Do you know how you can tell? He told me immediately. It was his opening sentence. Look, his favourite events for Tough Mudder are the ice enema and the electroshock therapy. Mark, there are better ways to humiliate yourself in public. Your stand-up comedy, for example. No, nothing.
Apart from looking like the biggest guy ever to sit on Santa's lap, in his info, Chris told me he's a champagne socialist. Which I think is just a modern way to say, hi, I'm a massive posh twat.
Fair enough. I mean, look, on a theme, Mark is incredibly boring. I think his job, he surveys buildings for an insurance company. That's not even the most boring thing about him. On the side, he's a weed dealer who will then come around your house and hang around for too long because he's lonely.
The weirdest thing about that is I didn't put that in my facts, but it's actually true.
I say it as I see it, bro.
You're a fucking detective over here. Some people say Chris is a terrible person and a shit comedian. But over years he's put loads of effort and time and hard work. But never mind. We still got to feel sorry for him because Chris is blind in one eye. Well, I bet your wife wishes she was blind in both eyes. She's gorgeous, but you may know to be wary of attractive Thai women. In fact, I'm pretty sure Chris actually won his million from winning the Thai lotto. Yeah, there he was, having a threesome with him, his wife and her friend. Look down, 6 matching balls.
Yes, my wife is Thai because I don't want to date the white woman prepared to settle for this.
You're in the right place.
Mark's wife is Hungarian. I'll take the Thai lass over goulash any day of the week. Mark's brother is apparently a heroin addict and or dealer. He says he looks very much like him. Now, that's worrying because either Mark looks like a heroin addict or that's a lie he's told the police to escape them, in which case he is much smarter than he looks.
It was the first one. People say Chris is a BFG. Sadly, that's not a big friendly giant, but a big fat gaylord. How do you look like the whole cast of the Goonies? I don't even know how to roast you. I'm not sure if Sloth has had some reconstructive surgery. Now he's not a horrible deformed retard, but he is still a fat ugly bellend. Or should I just say, Chow, come on chunk, do the truffle shuffle.
That is a very old reference.
I'm old.
Yeah, and you're stuck in the past. It's like Mark's favourite hobby is to sit around watching TV shows from the 70s. And also, he still votes Conservative. Yeah.
That's the
thing I'll get sued for as well. All the slander tonight. The thing is, like, he lives in Winchester, right? Because he's stuck in the past.
So do they.
And his favourite pub is the Black Boy, because it reminds him of his favourite politician and former student of Winchester College, Rishi Sunak.
I am from Winchester, but I have never voted, so let's just get that out of there.
Is your wife in?
What?
She just said liar.
Do I look like the kind of person who votes? I put on a shirt today, but Jesus. I admitted to being a weed dealer, do you know? I mean, allegedly. Here we go. This is the last one. It's sad.
Oh. Another round of sympathy for Mark Flint.
If I had to guess what Chris did for a living, I would have guessed night shift at the AIDS clinic. But he's actually in IT, and Chris has made some money. He's now a millionaire. Which, by the way, is not that impressive. I'm from Winchester, everyone's fucking millionaire. Even less impressive when you realise it's Thai bar. I think that's about £8.50. But now he bought a comedy club out in Thailand, and I can only assume they were doing a special offer. Buy a comedy club, get a free wife.
Should have quit running my Mark. So, Mark, speaking of disappointment, has a string of girlfriends that repeatedly dumped him because he always puts weed first. Mark's motto is the stoner code: ass before grass. No, the other one: grass before ass. Doobies before boobies. and blunts before. That's my time. Thank you very much, everyone. Thank you much.
Oh, there we go. Let's not get out. Let's not get out. There we go. Oh my god. It's like watching Total Recall where the little Oh, let's go to the judges. Let's go, Neil. Come on, Neil.
Okay, very tight, I think. I had that till the end.
You saying draw again?
No, until the end, if you listen. Yeah, so I'd say in the battle of the sex traffickers, I would actually like to give it to Chris.
Chris, let's go Rob.
Yeah, that was really close. I thought Chris started. I really like the Tough Mudder Wanker. I think that would be a great T-shirt for you. And I actually, it wasn't actually a roast of Chris, but sorry, of Mark, but the fact that you self-deprecated yourself and said that you didn't want white women to settle for you. I thought that was pretty funny. Mark, though, I think you just clinched it, I'm afraid, with the whole cast of the Goonies. That's a fucking winner for me.
Did you forget about that one, Emma?
No, the Goonies did it for me
Oh.
because I did the truffle shuffle.
Oh,
It was a truffle shuffle. Chris, how tall are you?
6'7".
Jesus Christ.
No, I don't know if he was 6'7".
What?
Jesus, I don't know.
No, he was quite short.
Yeah, he was tiny, wasn't he?
Am I allowed to stand next to him so I can see how tall?
Abuse your judge power.
Do you wanna stand next to him?
Change your vote.
Okay.
Can you both do the truffle shuffle? So
Jesus wasn't into Tough Mudder, by the way. He likes CrossFit.
It's tall, isn't it? Yeah, he could get you anything from top shelf. Yeah. Change the goalposts.
BFG.
Yeah.
I love you.
Alright.
He was
Oh, poor Philip, aka Phil.
Get a fucking room.
Wow.
I found the right woman willing to settle down.
Wow. Jesus.
Settle on you.
I think we've got some sort of wide swap going on there, right? You up for that, Phil? AKA Philip?
Oh, sorry, Philip.
You haven't seen it. Go make a sandwich or something. Yeah. So, wait, who did you vote for?
Mark.
Right. So that's, it's good for Mark. Yeah, you can go, yeah. Yeah. Fuck me, man. Wow. He's tall, isn't he?
He is really.
Yeah. I bet you could get like the Playboys and stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Tall, isn't he? Yeah, I know, exactly. Ha ha! I don't know why he's a pirate, but fucking, why not? Should we have a break?
Yeah.
Right. Let's have a 10-minute break and then we'll be back with our last two roasts. And they are
That would be well. Someone wasn't here, so someone was late.
Good now.